Okay, let's start with the beginning of my journey as a Muslima, because I started wearing the hijab, I started wearing different kind of clothes, all of that. I don't know, I felt more calm, let's say. I felt calmer by the way I clothed myself, and I felt more, I felt like I was more sure about who I was, because most part of my life I have been very insecure. Of course, during the years I'm getting more secure every day, and I think because the way how I dress myself now, I feel more secure because I just own it, you see? I mean, not every time, but in the beginning, yes, I felt like I owned it because I got a lot of support. So that's why I owned how I looked at that point. So I felt more calm. And the really positive thing about the way I'm dressing myself now is that I don't see myself anymore as a seduction. Of course, I see myself as the beautiful woman that I am, but I don't want to share that with the world, because they don't have to see that. They don't have the right to see that. Only the close people around me have the capacity, they have the right to see that. So to me it was very nice, because I've always had like a lot of men that were showing interest to me, and I didn't like that. At some point, of course, in the beginning it was all nice because I was insecure, but at some point I was like, no, I'm done, just leave me alone. And that's how I feel the last months or years. Like, I don't need all the attention from men. You don't have to see me as someone you can win over you. You see? Normally I just want a normal connection with a man, which means that I'm just being friendly because that's how I am. That's who I am. But a lot of men see being friendly as that I'm flirting with them or something. I never got that. I don't get as much attention as I used to, which is very nice because I get more peace. And now I really feel that when I talk to someone, it's really about who I am and not how I look. And that's what I want. I want people that want connection with me because of who I am and not of how I look, basically. So I think that's a great insight and a great positive thing about how I dress myself and how people react to that. That's a very cool thing, very nice. Because a lot of men just want a woman for a night. I mean, no, I'm over that. So about that part. And then there's another positive thing that I've been noticing. Like I really seek connection with Allah, and like it's on and off. Like sometimes it goes very quickly, very easy, and sometimes when there are a lot of things going on in my life, it's more difficult to connect. But I noticed that it's easier for me to connect with Allah every day, basically, because I practice it, I pray, so I become more confident in praying, and it takes time, but it comes. And I think that's when I am calm, I can better find a connection with Allah. And I just feel it, like my spiritual growth has really grown since I have become a Muslima, because I feel my third eye. I don't know if you know about that. It's a chakra, I feel my third eye that is connected to Allah, the universe. And I also feel a lot of times that I feel grounded. That means basically with the feet on the ground. And yeah, that's how I feel lately. And it's only getting more and more, which is a good... I forgot the words. I don't know. That happens sometimes. It's getting better every day. Let's say it that way. That's really what I love. Do I have more positive things to say? As I told you, it's hard because I get used. I think I also feel like when I see a Muslim, it feels like I'm part of a group now. Like, it feels like I'm connected to them in some way. And before that I didn't feel connected to a group or something. But now I feel connected to Muslims. So when I see a Muslima, most of the times I greet Assalamu alaikum, and then or they greet back or they don't. Depends on where I am most of the times. So I like it very much that is normal, and I would love to see that with everyone, not only the Muslims, just everyone. Everyone has to greet each other, because I think especially in the Western world, like you live by yourself. A lot of people live by themselves, and that is only getting bigger and bigger. Like in the past it was more with your family and you talked to everyone you saw on the street. But I think it's getting more, everyone is just more focused on themselves. And I mean, that's good one way, but the other way, you lose connection with the people around you. And I think it's really good to get the connection back. I mean, you don't have to say a lot of things. You can just say hi. And when you are in the supermarket, you can just say a few sentences. Like, it doesn't have to be a lot, but you can say just hi. I think, especially in the Western world and the country where I live, it's very common to not do that anymore. Like, everybody is just focused on their phones and stuff. Oh, I forget one thing, what pops up in my mind. I feel more myself. Like myself, since I have become a Muslima. And sometimes when I think about it, like when I'm thinking about my past, it feels to me like I was always so interested in the Islam, and that it was supposed to happen, InshaAllah. It was supposed to happen that I reverted myself to the Islam. That's about it, actually.